Hi guys, the Indian Parliament has passed certain really important legislations recently. For example, we have the Women's Reservation Bill, we have the Personal Data Protection Bill, we might have certain other legislations also in the coming months before prelims. So overall, a question on the theme of legislations is highly anticipated in prelims 2024. And from this angle, we should study the questions on this theme, the theme of legislations, with the view of ascertaining what kind of things have been asked, in what way they have been asked, whether it was a one statement, two statement, or a multi-statement question. How much was the preparability of the information asked in those questions, right? Not everything is preparable, not everything is practical. So certain things which are important we must know, but if certain random things, unpreparable things are there in the question, that means you have to think logically about them and then arrive at the answer, right? So all of these things are important, and we will be going through some of the questions on the theme of legislation in today's video. So if you look at your screen, you have this mobile phone image. I'm using this mobile phone image so that you can utilize the PYQs product well. I'm talking about the PYQs product, which you can purchase if you have not yet done so. Uh, it contains questions of both prelims and mains. And as of now, for today's purpose, this video's purpose, we will have to go through the second channel that you're seeing on your mobile phone screen here. The name is RDI ET and GS Research Channel. As the name suggests, this channel is dedicated for researching the various aspects of elimination techniques and general studies questions. So also, like any other channel in this product, there are a total of 4 channels for both prelims and mains in this product. You just have to look at the top part of your screen where you have this pinned message, all tags list index, right? So all the tag lists that are there in each of those channels, they are put in one meta list, and that message is pinned. So for example, if you just click this pinned message, you will reach this all tags list index, right? This is the message. It contains a list of all the messages which have information on these aspects, right? For the purpose of this video, we will be going through this question theme tag list because we want to study the theme of legislations, right? So if we just press on question theme tag list, we will reach this message. You can see on top of each message will be the name of that message. So question theme tag list. If we scroll down this message, we will reach this part, and we will have to press this tag, right? So the tag, the names of the tags are given as much in natural language as possible. So we have the legislations that are important here, right? Below that, we have legislations which are miscellaneous. So because these are miscellaneous or unimportant legislations, the questions on them certainly will have a lesser expectation of knowledge from us. So these will be predominantly logical thinking related questions, elimination related questions, but that does not mean that the important legislations related questions will be only knowledge heavy, right? Knowledge heaviness certainly is there in important legislations because that is why they are there in the news for in the first place. So you must know certain important things, whatever things are making news, whatever things are repeatedly in news, those things are expected from you. But then there might be certain things about the important legislations also that may be unpreparable, that may not be practical for our preparation angle to know. So we have to use logical thinking in those things also. So the purpose of today's video is not to study the questions from elimination angle that we are doing in the ET course, but we'll be doing it more from the angle of analyzing what kind of things, in what way information has been asked, and just see what are to be prepared, what things are to be prepared, and what things may not be prepared. I won't comment on what things you don't have to prepare or what things you have to prepare. You take that call yourself. It depends on how much faith you have or how much understanding you have of UPSC to decide whether something is preparable or whether something is too random to be prepared, too unpractical, impractical to be prepared, right? So that call you take for yourself. Also, that is not the scope of today's video, otherwise it will become too long. So if you see, when you press on any tag in the bottom left corner of your mobile phone screen, you will see the total number of questions that are there which carry that particular tag, and corresponding to it, in the bottom right part of your mobile phone screen, you will see up and down arrows. So as you press these arrows, you will be able to toggle through the questions which carry whatever tag we are studying. For example, we are studying the legislations important tag. So as you press the up arrow or down arrow, you will be moving through, or up or down through these questions, right? So let us start the video. And the first question that we have here is of series A, paper of 2023. This is question number 92. And you will notice it's a multi-statement match the following kind of question, where certain actions were given and the laws under which those actions would be covered are given, and we had to identify which of these pairs are correct, right? So generally, these kind of things, these kind of questions will be about different kinds of laws, because we are talking about different kinds of actions, right? So just one law and different actions under that law will not be asked. That is beyond the scope of a generalist exam like civil services, right? So that is the case in this question also. If you see the kind of laws which have been asked, we have the Officials Secrets Act, we have the Indian Evidence Act, we have the Arms Act, right? So different laws have been given and different actions related to these laws have been given, and you have to pick which of these actions corroborate to which of these laws. So uh, from our perspective in 2024, what kind of things may be asked in this format? You just have to, observe what things are going on in current affairs. So for example, yeah, this directorate, uh, enforcement directorate, right? ED is very much in news. So we could be asked about PMLA. We could be asked about what are the duties and powers of elimination, this enforcement directorate officers, etc. Another thing is UAPA, NIA. These bodies are in news now. Election season is coming, so state election commissions or election commission of India, etc. All of these kind of things fall under the kind of question which was asked in 2023. So you just have to observe what all things are happening and pay particular attention to the things which are being repeated. You don't have to read every single article, every single small news that is coming on these aspects, but if something is getting repeated frequently, that may be something that UPSC may quiz you on in exam. So I'm telling you, like, not everything is to be studied. The most important things only, the most frequent things only are to be studied. And then anything which is not falling under the most important or frequent category is mostly doable via elimination or logical thinking. Right, let us go through the other question. Second question, this was 77th question of 2023. See, third statement, you can see this was about POTA, right? TADA, POTA. Now, these laws are not a lot in news, but it was asked in 2023, right? So these kind of statements, uh, they can be done via elimination, but you need to at least know what was POTA, what was TADA, in what context. Like, do we have positive vibes or positive information around them when they were applicable, or negative information? And from that angle, these kind of statements are solvable. So POTA was asked here. So just randomly also laws can be asked. That's what I'm telling you. Like, POTA is not enforceable now. It is an act which has been repealed, but still it is asked, like 2002 law asked in 2023, right? So logical thinking is important, but without knowledge, logical thinking in these kind of questions is very risky, right? You should know the vibe, positive or negative, tada pota negative vibes we have, right? Because of the misuse of these laws. That's why they were repealed. So then you will be able to take a call whether it is probably true or probably false. Moving ahead, let us see what more we have. We don't want this video to be too long, so we will be covering some questions today. And if you like the video, if you like the the way in which we are covering these questions, the analysis, etc., let me know in the comments. I'll make another video. Overall, I think doing questions of the last 4 or 5 years at least, we should target. If you give me the thumbs up in the messages in the comments part of this video, I will make another video to reach at least the 2018, 2019 questions, right? So moving to the next question, this is question 71 again of 2023. This is the third question in 2023 itself, which was asked on the theme of legislations, right? Now this question, you can see the first statement is about uh, your MSME Act of 2006. Now, this act is not something that we prepare consciously, right? It's not like the Representation of People's Act. It's not like Official Secrets Act, etc. Those kind of laws which we prepare more in more detail, not those, but it is something which is in news. Maybe some editorials may talk about, because MSME as a theme is important, right? So the business section of newspapers may be carrying this information, and definitions, etc., are important, right? So uh, if you have practiced logical thinking, practiced PYQs from elimination angle, this particular question can be done. Both the statements can be done via elimination, but otherwise also generally uh, the lesson from this question for our purpose is that definitions are important, right? So here you can see in this question, the first statement is talking about what is the definition of medium enterprises, right, in terms of investment. And the second statement is about this all bank loans, right? This statement was actually to target the free elimination techniques which are doing round on YouTube. That's why it framed it like that. But otherwise also, as a, if you want to prepare it from knowledge angle, you can take it as a part of law, right? Two kinds of themes are there. One is the legislations related question. For example, the first statement here is a legislations related question, and the second statement in this question is a law related question. So law related questions might not be carrying the name of the legislation, but they may be talking about the rules, or what law says about any particular aspect of governance or environment, etc., for that matter. So the second statement here is a law related statement. And these kind of things, all bank loans to MSMEs qualify under priority sector, right? So priority sector is an important topic that we prepare. So you should know whether bank loans to MSMEs qualify under priority sector or not, and what other categories are there which qualify as priority sector, right? So from knowledge angle also you can solve this statement. From ET angle also you can solve this statement. The next question was in 2021. So in 2022, we do not have any legislations related question, at least important legislations related question, we do not have in 2022. The question of 2021 is of series A, question 84. This was a one statement question, right? So we have seen multi-statement question, we have seen two statement question, and we now have a one statement question. So all different varieties of questions have been asked on the theme of legislation. And this 84th question is about an extremely important law, which is the Forest Rights Act, right? So Forest Rights Act, Forest Conservation Act, Environment Protection Act, Wildlife Protection Act, all of these laws are really important, and nuanced, detailed questions can be asked around them. So at the national level, which is the nodal agency to implement something, right? To implement this law. So this is a knowledge-based question, right? So can be done via ET also, but it is best to do these kind of questions via knowledge, because this is very, very important, very frequently repeated information. Ideally, these kind of questions should be done via knowledge only, right? So nodal agencies or implementing agencies, implementing ministries, bodies, right? The structure in any given law at national level, district level, local level, like those kind of things are very, very important from knowledge angle. And these things are given in your monthly magazines also. You can really bank on your monthly magazines for collecting these kinds of pieces of information and prepare from them. They will just collect everything in one place and you can go through them. That is the good part. That's the advantage of monthly magazines in these kind of questions. But newspapers, if you can go through them, they will be certainly helpful in helping you with your the non-standard, the random kind of questions, that match the following kind of question which was asked in 2023, the Evidence Act, the Official Secret Act question. So this is question 84. Let's move ahead. We have another question of 2021, which is question number 5. In this ET research channel, the channel in which we are seeing these questions, you can note on top of the question you have all of these hidden tags, right? Some tags are hidden, some tags are not hidden. So the not hidden tags are the themes related tags, but the hidden tags are related to the ETs which can be used in these questions, right? Very detailed tagging and various aspects of, that's why it's a research channel, right? Various aspects have been tagged for each question. So if we look at the fifth question of 2021. Now, this was about urban cooperative banks in India. Urban cooperative banks is not an extremely important category, but the third statement is talking about an extremely important law, and that's why the tag of important legislations is there in this question, which is the Banking Regulation Act of 1945. This is an extremely important law, right? Very frequently it is in use. So uh, in this law, what is given about urban cooperative banks, that has been asked, right? This question can be done by IIT, but of course, we need to know, what legislations, what kind of things have been asked about what legislation. So they were brought under the purview of Banking Legislation Act through an amendment in 1966. Personally, I would say this kind of information is not preparable. You should be doing it via logical thinking, via experience of PYQs. But if you feel for you it is preparable indeed, you have in front of you what to what level can UPSC ask very factual, very concrete points, right? Next, we have 2020. So I guess let us stop this video, guys. It's already almost 20 minutes. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this video. If there is anything you want to change, if what you like, what you don't like, and if you allow, I will move on. I would like to go on till at least till 2019, so that way we'll be covering 5 years worth of questions on these themes, right? So that'll be all from my side today. See you next time. Bye bye.